we make an initial trip into the mine, and then we help ourselves to, a pemmican bar or two. Excuse me.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Okay, but now more birch bark. Yeah, we have 9 liters of water on us. Is that enough? Nope, but it's a good start. I feel like I should be vamping. I should be more entertaining as I do this. And that's saying a lot because I love horses. But and part of it is I'm trying to stay locked in, focused, trying to get through this in a timely manner, so we can get to the so we can get to the more the good stuff, the more exciting, impactful part of this endeavor. Which is honestly not going to look that dissimilar. Although, with the possibility being just even less well lit. That is not a lot of calories. Well, what else could we do? I mean, we could turn right around. We could go back to the depot, and we got food waiting there. That also kind of defeat the purpose of staying out here all this time. I do. Oh, there we go. Okay, if we wanted to, we could make an initial foray with some of the water, the coffee, and the moose hide cloak. Just like leaving that cloak in there would free up 4 kilos worth of carrying capacity. How long would that take? Well, we know where we're going. I wouldn't leave water going. I would want, we just leave the fire going. But no, 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 focus, focus. Okay, we have the firewood, so we could, yeah, grab the bedroll, the coffee, some water, and just go. Uh, And we know we're going to have to make multiple trips anyway. Okay. How are we... Wait, we only have 31 to go. Or maybe... Well, maybe we power through with the cooking. Because doing it 2 at a time, that's what? 16 sessions? Yeah, that'll take another an hour, hour and a half. I think we're gonna run out of water. Well, we're gonna run out of water we're holding first. Honestly, that's fine. We got plenty. Question will be, how can I maintain my focus long enough to do all this? And then, oh, now it's foggy. Well, we know where we need to go, and it won't be foggy downstairs. Okay, 17 more. Okay. $13. And 11. Okay, so I don't think we need the countdown, but where and when do we use these? Well, ideally we would just drink water initially, and then once cabin fever kicks in, maybe that is when we start subsisting off birch bark tea, or we start working it in and letting the oh no, we're out of water, and we let the regen balance out the exhaustion. But then the exhaustion is going to get shaved off by the food anyway. But it's fine. It's fine. We can just wait longer. You know, we don't have to start going to the birch bark the second we have like
Right now.
5% or 10% off the health bar. Do we? Hmm? Oh, that's it. That's it. We are officially birch barked out. Okay, so now what? Well, let's see. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 37, 38. Wait, make some more. We do. Yeah, we have been out here for at least a day and a half, maybe more. And we officially have no food in our pack. What are we? As I say, what are we doing here, game? I see 38 plus 4 is 42. So 2 more rounds? Okay, we're gonna be cutting it close. But we do need the sleep, because our carry capacity is gonna be a little inhibited. Okay. Oh,
Anything right now.
I don't know that I like that. Although, you know what? Screw it. It's time to go. All right, give me all the coffee. No, don't. Let the fucking... It's my mistake for putting it on the cardboard and potentially telling the game I want to harvest tinder. Yeah, that's the thing I want to do. Okay, where does that leave us? We have 5. We got space for 5. So we can take 50 birch bark. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 40, 50. You know what? Good enough.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
All right, we're going in. I guess, if nothing else, this will be a chance for us to see what the mine is like in the Aurora, and if there's any spots we need to make sure to avoid. I mean, I don't think I saw any. Might as well find out real quick. Okay. Yeah, I wonder if those big dump trucks have they have radios in them. Okay, gently, gently. Very nice. All right, now we zip in real quick. And in we go. And yeah, you know what? I'm gonna, heretical as it might sound, I am gonna help myself to maybe a pemmican bar or two. All right. Well, the place is certainly more lit than last time, for obvious reasons. And I am thankful that these lanterns are apparently eternal. Because that one less thing we gotta manage. We don't want to sprint
Didn't
until we
anything.
get to the gas. And okay, well, no. Oh, hang on. No, I do. Well, I see something flashing up ahead. Oh, fuck. Okay. Let's not go sprinting in the dark. See, that could have gone badly for us. There we are. All right, try. No. I mean, we're keeping an eye out for them, but no, we're not seeking them out. We are not making plans to electrocute ourselves in the name of forcing a save. Plus, if you're going to find any of them, they're probably going to be around here somewhere. Okay. Now, actually, I should not have done that. Okay, here we are. Where's the small stack of pemmican? There. I'm going to take those. Okay, here's our pile of birch bark. And then our pile of coffee is going to be over here. Okay, there is that. Now, while we're here, is there a spot from which we could, quote unquote, fall? trying to see if we could, in have one of those workplace accidents. But I am. Unfortunately, this place appears to be OSHA compliant. Oh, wait. No, okay, I find myself on top of a. Yeah, I'm stuck on top of the cardboard. Well, rip that idea. And also, there goes the Aurora. Well, heck. Now, I'm not giving up on the idea, but we have to try some other shenanigans. Okay, but with that done, let's head back. Because we do still have that fire going, and we got
I need a horse.
we got a lot of water yet to schlep. Are we? No, actually, we're okay there. But no, I will say I did not actually see any exposed wires. We could step on try to force a save. So even if I was of a mind to do that, the game is not going to cooperate. And I should be careful walking up and over things because that's yeah that's my other fear. I find my like with that one mystery spot we saw in the far range branch line, that invisible wall that was out there. I somehow find a way to get Astrid stuck, and that's when the autosave trips, and then we're just we'd only not only throwing the achievement, we're throwing the entire run. Hey Ragnarocker, good to see you. I see you met a fellow streamer playing the game. I get a few follows off of that. Thanks. Hey, absolutely. And that's the way. That's I would say that's how I got started. It's like you don't go around promoting yourself necessarily. Say, hey, come check out my channel, but you find people you like hanging out with, and you be part of part of their community.
Looks like I made it through another night.
And you follow them. You get to know them, and then they get to know you. Find out you're a streamer. They follow you back, and then people talk each other up. They raid each other. And yeah, like I said, the TLD community on Twitch, we're not that big, but we do like to look out for each other. But I'm glad that worked well. And yeah, I hope you're having a good time streaming. And And I would say that's the same advice I would suggest anyone who's just getting started. Is that one of the most important things you can do is find your people. Not places to you know to pitch yourself, but like be places you like find people who match your energy, who the they give off the kind of energy you like to give off and that you like to be around. Because you find those people, that's where you're going to feel welcome, you're going to help others feel welcome, and whether you stream or not, you can be there and have yourself a good time. Because imagine coming on Twitch and not having a good time. Why else would you be here? It's certainly not to make money. And ask people to follow you and someone else's. Oh, sure, sure, sure. And I think that's just kind of a general etiquette thing for the platform. You can say, "Hey, I'm going to step off. I'm going to step out. You have yourself a good rest of your stream." But you don't say, "Hey, I'm going to start my stream," because that's just icky. It's gauche.
Oh, I'm starving.
But no, I am delighted to hear that things are off to a good start for you. Are we gonna do more sleeping outside? I think we are. I mean, it's don't want to be sleeping at the very start of the day, but we've kind of been going through some stuff. And before very long, night and day are just going to be, sort of a suggestions rather than losing all real meaning. Yep, and we've still got lots of time there. Tell you what, why don't we? Yeah, we'll go ahead and patch those last. What are we missing? Yeah, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48. All right, yeah, so one more round, I think we should be good. Nope, nope. There we go. Yeah, and we'll just that's another lovely pemmican bar. There we go. And we're gonna waste the buff, but honestly, that's fine. Uh, we also got dredge. Oh, nice. He's in for the fish. You're there for the eldritch horrors of the deep. Well, hey, that's good. It's dredge has a little something for everyone. Well, that's great to hear. And yeah, dredge is an excellent game. I'm a big fan. All right, there we are. Yeah, what they described as like it's long stretches of chill fishing and exploration, interspersed with short, sharp moments of butt clenching terror. And between that and the fish Tetris, it checks a lot of very very satisfying boxes for me and for a lot of other people too. Okay, that's all our birch, and we still have some carry capacity.
Not sure I can carry much more.
There. And we'll make sure we'll still be able to sprint as we do this. And yeah, that fire's going to be going for a while. How? I can take... Yeah, that's about all I feel comfortable taking. We do have that... Yeah, the unburdened buff from Pemmican, so our carry capacity is a little bit extra. But that will probably give out before we get to our base. Yeah, now I'm starting to think about our outdoor average or indoor yeah, our 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 cabin fever calculation there, and yeah, other than just like running back and forth into the mine itself to drop stuff off, I think we can hardly do better. I mean, we've basically been outdoor for almost like more than almost 3 days between making the water and the cooking. Yeah, we've been through 2 blizzards. Not that gets us bonus points. It's just fun to say. Okay, so it is at a quarter past midnight. And as I said, do have to work
Think
tomorrow.
about his food.
I know, my dear, I know, but I got you covered. I just want to try to... Oop, careful. Trying to maximize our pemmican economy. There we go. Gently. Let go. All right. No, we're not sprinting. We're not sprinting. We're conserving calories. There we go. All right.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Although, speaking of conserving, do I... Well, we got some torches. We can make torches. That's no problem. And yeah, we have a surplus of flares, both here and back at the depot. So I would not feel the least bit bad about using them. Ooh, although, gotta remember, in here we can't do campfires. So if we're gonna go explore, we're gonna have to make our torches ahead of time. But it's not like that's hard. Although I suppose, yeah, we could, yeah, we can get rid of the blue ones. Because, yeah, the intended targets of the blue flares are, at least I think, not a concern here. Or if they are, they're not where we go. Maybe they're down there by the exit to the like the multi-region uh, connector cave thing. Oh, so this is sprinting. Okay then. That is a that's a rheumatic joint sprint. All right, come on, Astrid, you got this. We got this, right? There we go. Got a little concerned there. Weeks ago, for your transformation, you had a TLD experience in real life. You went for an overnighter, woods, hammock, tarp, no fire, dry food. Cool spot. When you woke up, your backpack was on the ground, and all your protein bars were gone. So I suspect a squirrel. Sounds a little suspicious to
I've
me.
never been so hungry in my life.
I didn't even know squirrels had a taste for protein bars, but hey, today I learned. Well, I hope things went well. The that little bit of thievery otherwise. Okay, so drop the rest of you. There we go. And now we'll start putting some water here. Lovely. You saw a squirrel unwrap a chocolate candy, but it's stolen from someone. Is that to reflect all the oranges out of the bin? Yeah, I mean, squirrels have a reputation for a reason. Bears and dogs have the sweet tooth. What was it? What was the book? A libertarian walks into a bear. Whereas it was like a this little libertarian village in New Hampshire that got overrun by bears because one, they didn't manage their rubbish, and then two, they had one woman giving the bears donuts. Yeah, I can believe that. There we go. We had 30 seconds left that time. We had like 12 seconds left previously. But again, that was us rocking in with all the tea and what, 13 liters of water. I bet people forget there. Well, yeah, I think so. Some some people might have watched a few too many episodes of Grizzly Adams, and they think the IRL bears act like that too, even though they quite demonstrably do not. But again, these are people who voluntarily chose to live in a libertarian commune, so, their judgment might not be the soundest, shall we say. Live 5 minutes walk from a big forest. You have nightly visit from boars. People throw the yeah. And, honest, wild as it sounds, we actually have that problem here in Hong Kong too. Wild boars are a big issue because the people are cities expanding. It's growing into their habitats, and now we have boar not just coming in being in populated areas, but we've had instances like the wild boars getting on the metro and just going for a ride. I assume they didn't pay. Wild liberty. Okay, so in this instance, it's not like the John Stuart Mill lowercase l libertarian. This is the American notion, don't tread on me, not like small government, like non-existent government. The kind of people who rage against seatbelt laws and age of consent laws and the and the kind of people who tell you the Fed is a Ponzi scheme, and they'll call government issued currency fiat currency. They Yeah, they have some peculiar ideas about how the world works or should work. Like the one possibly unfair but also possibly not joke regarding libertarians is you know the government has no business telling my girlfriend she has to be in a car seat. Things of that nature. Your police department was more busy guiding boars back into those fighting actual crimes. Well, hey, I was gonna say, if wild boars are the biggest thing the cops have to deal with, then that's then Tissaloo, because that sounds nice actually. You say there's Social Security, or Martian, like what are they called, the sovereign citizen people, where yeah, and they're a special sort who are showing up in the UK too now, or so I hear. And there's gold fringe on the flag, so it's actually a maritime court, and so its rulings don't apply to me, and things of that nature. People who are eager to sign up to be their own attorney, and you can imagine how well that goes. Alrighty, and we're back. Are we gonna make more? Screw it, we'll make more. We need a nap anyway. Also, why am I hearing seagulls in this part of town? Or at least they sound like seagulls. They might not be. Okay, that helped. Oh, right, and we're getting energy back from the pemmican, too. Of course. All right. So where are we? I got 8 kilos. Well, let's start making it happen.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Okay, that'll be just, yeah, it's 20 liters. But technically we can sprint. Technically. All right. But yeah, I think, well, can we get that, all that water in one more go? Seems like a lot. Only 20 liters on your back. It's suboptimal, I'm not gonna lie. There's a reason our backpack sounds so sloshy. But again, it has to be done. Like our small stack of pemmican is only going to last for so long. And again, we're here. Excuse me. To the best of my knowledge, we have everything we need. So it's just time to suck it up, pack it up, and move into our new temporary home. And then once we're done, quite possibly never come back to this region again. Wait, very important. So there is an achievement. So there's an achievement if you spend 25 consecutive days in Langston Mine. That spot right over there. And that is one of just 4 TLD achievements I still lack. And because one of them is surviving 25 cougar attacks, one is surviving for 1,000 days, and then another one is it involves playing on misery, which this save is not, then I figured this was the next best one to do. Without coming out? Yes, 25 consecutive days, not leaving. What about cabin fever? Well, yeah, find a way to deal with it. There is a feat called Settled Mind that basically eliminates cabin fever.
I'm not sure I can carry much
Like
more.
it means you don't get that ever. I think you have to complete the second tail to unlock that. Unfortunately, this save predates the existence of Settled Mind, so we're gonna have to do it the hard way. which is we're gonna be stacking what we because we every like the we have the peach pie, pemmican bars, and briar house pie. All three of them give you 15% of your energy bar back. And then in addition to that, the briar house pies also give 10% healing. And we have 100 or so birch bark teas. So yeah, we're going to be taking a lot of chip damage from fatigue. And so the idea is to basically mitigate that once we're no longer able to sleep or pass time indoors. And part of the reason we've been staying outdoors so long, making the water and such, is to buy ourselves as much time as we can until that happens. You're gonna come out looking like, well, I mean, we're not in this for aesthetics, but I would appreciate it if. That's fine. Yeah, it's what we don't want to do is have Astrid come out of this like all frail and beat up. Oh, don't want to do that. We almost took a wrong turn. Gosh darn it. Yeah, that's not much of a sprint bar. I mean, for obvious reasons, but still. Yeah, it doesn't matter how many times we do that, it will never not concern me. But yeah, so we're taking advantage of being able to sleep as long as we can. And then once we can't, we will, well, just make do, I suppose. But yeah, so this is where we're going to be spending the next several weeks. There we are. We got our birch bark, we got our coffee, there's the start of our water, we got our pies, our pemmican, our peach pies, we got some energy drinks, plus caffeine pills. And vitamin C pills if we need more of that. I would like some more firewood when we do this, but we have some crates we can break down, plus we have coal. So it'll probably be okay, but I'm not 100% sure. In case of the Lord of the Rings universe gameplay mix between Valheim and TLD. I mean that would be quite the heady mix. I know the Long Dark crew would be into that because I know there's a lot of people really enjoyed Valheim. And like fantasy TLD with the kind of survival mechanics. Yeah, that would definitely get some traction. Okay, just real quick, swap torches. there might well be stuff to loot along the way, but I just don't feel like doing that. Again, for obvious reasons. We do have... Oh, right, I never did go get those extra canisters from the camp. Do we actually want to do that? That might not be the worst idea. Because if we're going to be exploring and looking for a place to either, get a sprain or fall or what have you, it might necessitate going through some gas. And I only have the 2 canisters on me right now. I might have to think on that one. That's not the worst idea. Because again, better to have and not need. Because otherwise we're going to be walking through gas and especially if we're exhausted, that might end up being like a one-way trip.
God, I'd eat anything right about now.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you know what? I think I am increasingly persuaded. Now we'll probably do that after we take the next batch of water in. Well, I say next batch. Let's see how much it is. I mean, we could conceive. Well, okay, here you go. We take it all down up to the gas, and then we drop. Yeah, we just drop the whole thing before you get to the gassy part, and then you can just take that in stages, rather than again trying to sprint with 20 liters of water on your back. Yeah. Okay. I have convinced myself. As we always say around here, there's no such thing as too much overkill. It's just the lingering concern is that we keep doing these little tasks here and there that delay our entry into the mine, and then oh, surprise, the wolves are back. Because we did kind of kill most, if not all of them in one go. But I mean, yeah, no, I'm yeah. Again, going back to what I was thinking, like it's better to have and not need. Because again, they barely weigh anything. Okay. Oh right, I need to pay particular attention to the rails while we're in there, just to see if my thinking is correct and that we can in fact stand on it and maybe get a force a spring that way. What do we have? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Well, here, let me not guess.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
25 liters. We are technically still mobile, but no sprinting for us. There, just in case. Okay, no. We're gonna do what I said. We are gonna lug this down there, but we're not gonna be try to carry 25 liters of water through gas. We're not feeling that hubristic. We're just gonna take it, leave it right by where we would start sprinting, and we can do our little shuttle run.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Oh, I disagree. And after that, I think we might about face, maybe come back out here and, conditions allowing, maybe sleep by the fire barrel one more night, just to really get that outdoor time maximized before doing the opposite. I don't know. I'm kind of stretching here. Oh my God.
I'm going to need to eat soon.
I've been carrying the moose cloak this whole time. Shh. I have been making this even harder on myself than I really needed to. Well, what else is new? Okay, well, because yeah, all things being equal, yeah, the next stream, which I expect will be tomorrow, will just be us actually starting onto the achievement. But I would prefer to do that as bright-eyed and bushy-tailed as I can, as it is possible for me to be anyway. Yeah, I know. Chemicals. just a very sneakily placed marine flare. I think like 3/4 embedded in the snow.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
You keep saying that, Astrid, and yet you keep carrying it. I mean, granted, yes, it is. I mean, it is too much for any mere mortal to carry. But again, I think we all know that our Wilstrid, they're a little special. You know, they got that video game protagonist aura about them. All right. Okay. Now we stay locked onto that. We're gonna go through that little opening, and after that is when the gas will kick in. That is when we stop. We're gonna drop most of this water. Actually, I might just leave it there.
Man, all I can think about is food.
All you can talk about is food. You moan about food. You moan about the pack. You moan about how tired you are. You ever you ever say something nice, Astrid? Hmm? You ever say anything about me? Hmm? You ever noticed? No? Of course not. You know, we've been in this relationship for what, 7 years now, and you never once noticed me. Okay, there we go. Yeah, forget it. Obviously, we will take that the rest of the way, but we don't really need to do that this very minute. Because instead, I think we will head back and make use of. Actually, if there's coal on the ground, I do want to see if I can catch sight of it. So we can use that to help get through the rest of the night. But if not, we can just break down a crate or two and then pump all that wood in there. No? Okay, that's fine. Yes, yes. I do. Actually, you know what? Oh, a replacement fuse. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, matches. Wow. I would not think to look for matches there. Well played by you, Hinterland. All right. What's that? Oh, right. Yeah. I should take our pot with us. I mean, we do have a couple used cans down there, but you know what? Might as well have that with us as well. Excuse me. See, I wonder now. Now I'm starting to think about strategy. How do we maximize the time when we can't sleep? Do we just like straight up pastime, look after our meters, but pastime, sleep, and then when like let cabin fever risk get up to like 99%, and then we sleep as long as we can, and then after that we start with the shenanigans with our food and etc. and so forth. Seems like that's the way to go. But again, there are people who are far more versed in the cheesing of the mechanics than me. This is this is the first time I've just even gone anywhere near. And again, I mean, y'all know me. I love me some cheese. But usually when it comes to the prospect of if cheese fails, oh well, we can still do it the legit way. This time, if cheese fails, it could put the run in jeopardy, and I'm very much trying not to do that. Alrighty. Lovely fire, going strong. Still got 5 hours on it.
Oh, I'm starving.
Let's see. That's 45 minutes and 150 calories for 6. That's 15 minutes for 3 and 50 calories. That's actually a better deal. There we go. Nice big 10-hour fire. Add ourselves another pemmican bar. Big drink. Yeah, we'll sleep for 9. We probably won't get 9 because of the pemmican buff. But oh well. All right. It's well. I would say we could try to push on until daybreak, but does that matter? Arguably no. You know what? Maybe we will leave it right there because it's almost 1 a.m. I do have to work tomorrow, and listen, what do we have left to do? Maybe grab some firewood, go grab the canisters, and then settle in. So yeah, I think we will call it a night. We'll check the journal real quick. We're at day 600, we've done 681 days. And where are we now in the Zoc? We're up to 11 days. Nice. It is officially past Blackrock. The Zoc is no longer our least frequented region. And we're up to 886, almost a palindrome. All right. Yeah, so not necessarily the most exciting gameplay, but we are setting things up for a big, meaningful push in the near future. So, as I will leave it there. Thanks so much for hanging out with me tonight, folks. So Ragnarocker, Martian, and then Goofy ever so briefly before she got on the plane, or in the plane if you prefer. And Brady B as well. Thank you for being here. Oh, yes, and also thank you to Crystal Ming, who followed in between streams. Maybe we're going to leave it there. YouTube friends, thank you for hanging out with me. We'll see you folks next time, and bye for now.